that is that the King has returned to London for more cancer treatment after spending the last week recovering from the last round at Sandringham. He and the Queen flew by helicopter from Norfolk to Buckingham Palace before travelling to Clarence House, his London residence, of course, by car, where the King smiled and waved at onlookers. We've now seen King Charles out and about, back from Norfolk, doing presumably what we think is round 2 of some sort of cancer treatment.
Yeah, I thought he looked great. You know, he's been away for 4 or 5 days in Sandringham. He needed that rest. It's better to be up in Sandringham than be in the smoky, smoggy, you know, central London. But this is going to be a regular thing now for the King. He will come back. He will go to his royal residences. He will come back for treatment, and he will hold meetings. Importantly, they want him to be seen. So, you know, the Queen always wanted to be seen, and the King wants to be seen. And I thought he looked great today. Personally, I think he's looked better than he has done for a while. And, yeah, we will see him coming back and forth to London, and always wish him the best.
You were the first journalist that I heard of who was slightly holding your breath and muttering that you thought there was something up with the King. So, I mean, we know that you have very, very good sources and so on, but you were the first person I heard of who sniffed this one out and thought there's something up beyond the prostate. So, given your very excellent track record, how are you feeling now about the King and his health?
I'm more worried about the King than I am the Princess of Wales. I think he's a man in his mid-70s who's worked incredibly hard under an enormous amount of you know, stress as well over the last 5 years and everything that's gone on. But he's, yeah, I'm more worried about him. But as I say, I'm glad now that he's coming back once a week for the cancer treatment.
And in terms of the logistics of this treatment, I understand that we don't know exactly what treatment he's getting. That hasn't been released by the palace. But do we know where he's getting his treatment? Whether doctors are visiting him at Buckingham Palace or he's going to a specific hospital to get his treatment before returning to the royal residence? Yeah,
I believe currently he will go to a specific hospital in London. And look, you know, there's medical privacy and there's certain things that you can't talk about with someone's care. And it's interesting, he hasn't talked about what type of cancer he has or what type of treatment he has. But I think somewhere down the line, he may want to draw attention to it to kind of raise the profile of the specific cancer or the specific treatment or the specific hospital.
In the way he did about the enlarged prostate?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on that, you mentioned Kate, and obviously we know that the Princess of Wales has decided to not release any information beyond the fact it was abdominal surgery. The King has been more open because he was very open with his prostate and obviously has told us that this is cancer treatment, but we don't know what it is. And like you, I think that he will eventually tell us. At the moment, I suspect he just doesn't want everybody, you know, sort of second-guessing what his treatment might be or how long he might be under treatment for or whether he might have a surgical procedure or an operation coming up. But equally, people are saying, well, why isn't Kate being more open? What's your theory about that?
Well, it's her personal choice. You know, the King's gone down this route, and as I say, I think he will say what type of cancer it is at some stage. But, you know, the Princess of Wales, it's probably immensely private, immensely shocking. Remember, she went into surgery and she was in there for 13 days and she's off till April. You know, we're not going to see her getting into cars, walking around in the same way that we are seeing the King, because she has had, you know, a major surgery. And it's her choice, you know, at the end of the day, that we were told why, because we were told that they went to hospital because we'd all be questioning why haven't we seen them.
Yeah, where is she?
So, yeah, so you've got to really respect her medical privacy and commend the King for making his choice as well.
And also, she and William have 3 young children to protect who will be obviously very, very scared to hear that they will be controlling what they tell those children and what they don't tell those children. And if the public knows more than the children do, well, that will last 2 seconds flat. They'll be finding out at the school playground what's going on. So you can see that is a good reason to keep her details private at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the children have been central to this throughout. They wanted to make it as normal as possible for George, Louis and Charlotte, and William would do the school run, for instance. But I thought what was good news was last week when William came out and did his first couple of engagements. I think, and then they've recently gone up to Sandringham, and I feel that's possibly a good sign. You know, after 13 days in hospital and being told off to April, the fact that William felt able to leave his wife and get back out to work, and then they were able to they're going to Norfolk for half-term because that's what they normally do with the children. So it's kind of, you know, making sure the family have as normal family time as possible while she had this major surgery.
Yeah, keep that routine going. As we all know as parents, that's incredibly important. Routine is security.
Absolutely. And providing us with what I think will be the picture of the year on the front page of The Sun. Tom Cruise and Prince William standing there grinning away at a time when it was very, very welcome and needed. Matt Wilkinson, humanitarian and Royal Editor at The Sun, thank you very much indeed